Hey guys, it's Anne, and I know you guys have been waiting for this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw hands. So I know that this is honestly one of the hardest things to draw, and when I was younger, trust me, I swear I would just hide hands inside pockets or just like behind my drawings backs just so I could avoid drawing them all together. But I'm going to show you how I break the hand into like different pieces. Wow, that sounds a little bit morbid, but just into shapes. And we just go more and more into detail, and it can actually become really easy once you know the anatomy of it. So just kind of know where it bends, where it wiggles, just try to notice those general shapes. Okay, so I already filmed this before, that's why I have some sketches already done, but the quality just wasn't great. So being the perfectionist that I am, I'm gonna redo it. So you're definitely gonna need a hand or a picture of a hand to reference. And I start out with 3 basic shapes first. The first shape being the palm. Sometimes if I'm lazy, I'll even just do a simple circle and then like refine it more when I'm doing the details, but this is kind of the shape that I see. So the next, I'm going to extend that shape and create the thumb. And then I like to imagine that there's like a mitten on my hand so I could get that upper shape. And honestly, that tip is very helpful, especially when it gets to more complicated positions and angles of the hand, is to just imagine a mitten over it first and then focus on the fingers later. And that's what I'm doing here. So I'm doing even more circles or ovals for the fingers just to get the placement correct. And then inside those circles, I do even more circles. So as you can see, the finger is kind of broken up into 3 parts of where it bends. And I try to just capture that, just try to get the proportions and pay attention to where those creases kind of happen. Yeah. See? Yeah, that's where I was kind of showing you just the different levels of where the creases are, and to pay attention to that. I didn't really capture it too much in my quick sketch just yet, but we'll get to it. And then you can do your little love line, lifeline, whatever line the other one is. I guess I decided to do that first before doing the thumb, but you know, sketch what you got to. And then the thumb, you'll notice that there are just 2 creases rather than 3. So I only create like 2 circles there within the thumb. So now that we have our rough sketch, I'm going to take this kneading eraser and just erase most of the lines that we created, but still just make sure I can see the general shape that we already made, you know, just so it can be used as a guideline. And then we can go in with the details. So this is where you just want to pay attention to where those creases are, where the knuckles kind of budge out a little bit. Yeah, this is the more observational part. Well, I guess the whole thing is pretty observational, but I guess with this and just seeing where the finger kind of jets out a little bit, or where it's a little bit indented, the in between the fingers where like the curve goes, you know, just fine-tuning those parts. And so here I did a little bit more of a complicated image. I'll flash it here in a second so you can see it a little bit better, because it was out of focus when I was filming. But all I did was take a picture of my hand. Shoot, your phone could be your best tool as well when it comes to drawing. And yeah, I used it as reference rather than having to hold my hand the entire time and cramping it. So I know that shape I just created was kind of weird, but in my head I was also kind of imagining a mitt, and that line, that curved line, is kind of where like that seam of the mitt would go if it was bent in that way. But I know it's kind of hard to explain into words why I did it that way, but you'll kind of see like that line indicates where like the tips of the fingers all are. And another reason why I wanted to do this hand gesture in general was the perspective. The perspective of the fingers, it appears that it is reaching out more towards you. And so with that perspective, the ends of the fingers are actually going to appear chubbier and broader, whereas the base of the fingers that are closest to the palm, it's going to seem skinnier. And so definitely pay attention to that. Don't ignore perspective. If you ask me, shoot, exaggerate it at first too. It'll look weird when you're first drawing it, and I'm sure it'll feel weird too. You're like, oh, this is not right. But once you get into shading, it'll make sense. I feel like I say that in every art video that I do, it's gonna make sense. Trust me guys, it's gonna make sense. So yeah, you can kind of see with the middle finger that the end is very chubby, and then I kind of did the nail at the top, but it looks so weird as a shape, but as a whole you could see what's happening. You know what I mean? I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to explain as hard as I can. But yeah, your phone and your camera is going to be your best friend. Pinterest is going to be your best friend. Google. But a lot of times, I just stick to taking the pictures myself because hands can be very specific as far as positioning and placement and angle and all that stuff. So for this next one, I actually didn't use any reference pictures. It's just a thumbs up. So yeah, I did the palm, the thumb, and the fingers where it would bend over if it was in a mitten. Yeah, and then, of course, go into the smaller shapes and go into the details. But I've practiced doing hands for a while now. If you guys know me and know the grad caps that I create, a lot of times I draw the figures myself. I just ask for a selfie to get the portrait part, and then I can pretty much do the figure all by myself. So hey, comment down below if you think you would find figure drawing tutorials kind of helpful as well. Maybe I could do one for a man and one for a woman, maybe even kids. I don't know. But yeah, I want to do more of these specific drawing like how-tos, because I definitely think like after some time I've found my little tips and tricks that could help somebody out there who wants to fine-tune their skills, you know? So yeah, you just gotta practice and just do as many gesture drawings as you can with hands, and soon enough it'll probably be one of your favorite things to draw, like me. So the next one, I wanted to show you how hands are when holding an object. So I mean, I honestly just grabbed my pencil sharpener, and so I'm drawing my pencil sharpener first, and then this one I kind of just went straight into the fingers, but I just did those quick circles again, because the palm is a little bit less apparent. So I hope I just at least showed you how to break the hand into different parts so that you could focus on those and get your proportions right. And then for this one, I took a little selfie of my hand. I wanted to get my hand and I wanted to draw it drawing. Yeah, right? That's a little weird. But yeah, I wanted to draw my hand drawing. So for this one, I went straight into doing the fingers as well. But trust me, I have taken some pretty corny pictures of myself just to get my hands. Ones that will never be shown to you guys, because a lot of the times I'm looking rough when I do these pictures, because it's like late at night and I'm just drawing and I just need a quick reference picture. But trust me, once I draw what I need to draw, it goes straight into the deleted folder. But yeah, let me put you in focus before I get into detailing. So again, just placing kind of where those knuckle wrinkles are, you know. But But yeah guys, this was actually the last of my hand gesture drawings for this video, so I really hope that you guys found this helpful. If you happen to try out any sketches after watching this video, please tag me on Insta. It's at Castro Art. I would love to see you guys practice and nail those hand drawings. But yeah, if you liked it, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe for more videos, art, life, DIY related, and I hope you guys have a great day. Yeah, get to creating. Bye.